Hey everybody, how's it going? In this video, we're talking about Scandal pour Homme by Jean-Paul Gaultier. Now, do I like this fragrance? Do I find it to be worth it? I'll get into all that after I tell you what this smells like. So on me, it smelled very bubblegummy, and then it was sweet, but not a vanilla sort of sweet, kind of like a tonka bean sort of sweetness. So there was a touch of that powderiness from that tonka bean, and also a little bit of a citrusy note just in the opening, but that died down in seconds. But the two that I mentioned, that bubblegum sort of smell and that tonka bean, stayed the whole entire time. Now, this is a fragrance that has really good longevity. We're talking 10 plus hours. It's been 12 hours since I last sprayed this fragrance, and I still smell it on my arm. I have to go searching for it, but around that 10th hour, it was still like noticeable, like even if I was just smelling my arm like this. Right now, I have to put my nose to my skin to kind of detect it, but this is something that's gonna last over 10 hours, especially on clothes, but on skin, you're definitely gonna be solid with this fragrance. Now, the type of DNA that Scandal pour Homme is like the partying sort of fragrance that you'll smell a lot on college students. So for me, this is best suited for that 18 to early 20s sort of demographic. You know what I mean? Even, I guess, even in high school, but maybe just like 17 years old. But I see this more as a college partying fragrance. And that's the thing with a lot of these JPGs and these Paco Rabanne scents, is that they're best fitted for like a college nightlife sort of scent. Now, Scandal is marketed as a masculine fragrance, but because of that sweetness, it's very unisex. In fact, I have smelled this bubblegummy type of DNA on women before, and they pull it off really easily. So this is just a scent that anybody can throw on, and they know that it smells good. Now, for me personally, do I like it? Not really. This isn't something that I would wear, but it's not that it's completely unlikable to me, but this is just a fragrance I have smelled time and time again. You know, this is the type of scent that if you walk into Macy's, Ulta, or Sephora and you go to the men's section with the fragrances and you smell a bunch of things, you will have smelled Scandal, because this isn't reinventing the wheel by any means. This is a fragrance that took the successful DNA of things like Invictus by Paco Rabanne, kind of like, think of like Versace Eros, 1 Million, those type of things, and that just kind of made it like slightly different, you know? But when I smelled this, it wasn't anything unique, it wasn't anything different, and I wasn't expecting it to be, but I also didn't expect it to smell so much like a bunch of other designer fragrances, you know what I mean? So for that reason, because I feel like it lacks that sort of individuality, I don't find it to be worth it for me, and I don't really like it as much. But I'll say this, if you're somebody totally new to fragrances, I would recommend Scandal. Like when I make another beginner fragrance video and like give my recommendations, this will definitely be on that list, because it's not a challenging scent, but it's something that's mass appealing. So you know when you wear it, it's going to smell good in that partying type of environment. You know what I mean? Now, the downside to that is when you go clubbing and like, you know, with the guys that are wearing colognes, you will have smelled this type of fragrance in the air. You will smell it when you go clubbing. So it's something that you also have to kind of be comfortable being like, oh damn, I might smell like a bunch of other guys in here that are wearing colognes, okay? Because I know people always say, and even myself, I say that not a lot of people wear fragrances, and that's very true. But when people are going out at night, that's when they throw on their scents. So you are going to smell more people wearing fragrances, and you are going to smell a lot of fragrances like Scandal popping up. And to me, on my skin, this really did smell like a combination of Invictus. It smelled like some 1 Million in there, and also just a little bit of that Versace Eros. So this is just a fragrance that I would probably, like, this is something I would give to my cousin in college, you know, because I feel like it would best kind of suit him. It's a fun sort of fragrance, but yeah, nothing that I would really throw on or that I'm like, oh yeah, this is so good. You know what I mean? I still feel like the previous ones I mentioned, like Invictus and Versace Eros, are better fragrances than Scandal. That's me speaking. Of course, everyone's entitled to their own opinions. But what I'll do is I'll put a discount site link for global shipping where you can find Scandal in the description box below in case you want to save some money. Don't buy it at retail price. Buy it at a discount site to save yourself money. If you want to support the channel, that's awesome as well. I appreciate that. But of course, buy where you're comfortable. And any last notes about this fragrance? Well, if you kind of want to know what other people around me said when I tested this out a couple times, I have to let you know that the people that I'm around are in their mid-20s. So the women were like, oh yeah, I've smelled this before. You know what I mean? So it wasn't anything sexy or like, oh yeah, that smells good. They're just like, yeah, that kind of smells like a typical dude cologne. You know what I mean? So it kind of fell flat in terms of reactions. I wasn't expecting it to be something that's, really, really amazing, but maybe if an 18-year-old smells this fragrance, I think they're really gonna like it, so you will be seeing this scent on my list for teenager fragrances, college fragrances, beginner type of scents, because that's where it's best suited right there. So let me know what you think of Scandal Pour Homme. Thank you so much for watching this video. Again, that discount site link will be in the description, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.